Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
A large and stately mansion. A large ornate exhibition hall. Official residence of an exalted person, as a sovereign. The governing group of a kingdom. The palace issued an order binding on all subjects. A large and stately mansion. Chess. The piece that can move any number of unoccupied squares in a direction parallel to the sides of the chessboard. Interchanging the positions of the king and a rook. A large building formerly occupied by a ruler and fortified against attack. Move the king 2 squares toward a rook and in the same move the rook to the square next past the king. A large and imposing house. The residence of a clergyman, especially a Presbyterian clergyman. A large and imposing house. The act of dwelling in a place. Any address at which you dwell more than temporarily. A person can have several residences. The official house or establishment of an important person, as a sovereign or president. He refused to live in the governor's residence. A large and imposing house. United States chemist who developed an economical method of producing aluminum from bauxite, 1863 to 1914. A large entrance or reception room or area. A college or university building containing living quarters for students. United States child psychologist whose theories of child psychology strongly influenced educational psychology, 1844 to 1924. A large and imposing house. An interior passage or corridor onto which rooms open. The elevators were at the end of the hall. English writer whose novel about a lesbian relationship was banned in Britain for many years, 1883 to 1943. The large room of a manor or castle. United States astronomer who discovered Phobos and Deimos, the 2 satellites of Mars, 1829 to 1907. United States explorer who led 3 expeditions to the Arctic, 1821 to 1871. A large building for meetings or entertainment. A large building used by a college or university for teaching or research. Halls of learning. A large room for gatherings or entertainment. Lecture hall. A large and imposing house. Astrology, one of 12 equal areas into which the zodiac is divided. A large hall for holding exhibitions. A large hall for holding exhibitions. The act of governing, exercising authority. He had considerable experience of government. The organization that is the governing authority of a political unit. The government reduced taxes. The study of government of states and other political units. Government, the system or form by which a community or other political unit is governed. Tyrannical government. The organization that is the governing authority of a political unit. The matter was referred to higher authorities. The organization that is the governing authority of a political unit. Medicine. A systematic plan for therapy, often including diet. Any of various Spanish fortresses or palaces built by the Moors. The principal hall in a castle or mansion can be used for dining or entertainment. The London residence of the British sovereign. A palace that served as the residence of the popes until the 14th century. Palace and royal residence built for Catherine de' Medicis in 1564 and burned down in 1871. All that remains today are the formal gardens. Formal gardens next to the Louvre in Paris. Palace and royal residence built for Catherine de' Medicis in 1564 and burned down in 1871. All that remains today are the formal gardens. A palace built in the 17th century for Louis XIV southwest of Paris near the city of Versailles. A city in north-central France near Paris. Site of the Palace of Versailles that was built by Louis XIV in the 17th century. A palace built in the 17th century for Louis XIV southwest of Paris near the city of Versailles. A fortified Moorish palace built near Granada by Muslim kings in the Middle Ages.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.